Hello, I'm Kevin Church, and for September 2020, we have Faith Schueler as our Songwriter of the Month. How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you. So please elaborate a little bit about yourself. Tell us, did you come from a musical family at all?
So, my grandfather, he actually learned to play piano by ear, I thought that was really cool. And he also played harmonica and the guitar. And my mom, she introduced me at a young age to music, and she always sang to me. And so I feel like a lot of my love for music comes from her. So I definitely do have some music in my family.
I gotcha. So did you get to hear your grandfather at all?
I did not. He actually passed away when my mom was 16, so
Oh, wow.
unfortunately I didn't get to meet him, but I've heard a lot about him, and I know she really adored him, and he made an impact on her life, and so it's just cool to hear those stories and know that I do have some music in my family background.
Yeah, it's just in your blood.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So other than your mother singing to you as a child, who were your earliest influences?
So we always used to listen to a lot of country in the car. So I listened to Martina McBride, Rascal Flatts, and then as I got older, I started listening to Taylor Swift, and I knew all of her songs. And so country music was definitely like a huge impact on my life, and those people especially.
Great. So that got you interested in writing songs then?
Yeah, definitely. So I tried to write at a very, very young age, and even when it didn't even make sense, I would just scribble out some words.
Sure.
But I really started getting serious about writing when I was probably around 13. I wrote my first song, and then it just grew from there, and I kept writing and kept growing and learning, and then I released my first song, Who Holds Your Heart, in 2017, and that was written and played by me, so yeah.
How old were you then when you did that?
I was 15 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
So 2 years in, you write your first and record your first song.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
around 16, 15 or 16.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so at 15, you've already released your first song. You got it on Spotify, all major platforms and all that.
Yeah.
So tell me more about your career, because we were talking earlier, and now you've surrounded yourself with some mentors, some people that are helping you further along your career.
Yeah.
Elaborate. It's a fantastic
Absolutely.
story.
So I've met so many people along the way. Such a blessing to have these people a part of my life. But to start, I met Elliot LC. He's a producer here in Charleston, and he has helped me grow so much, and he's taught me so much about the music industry, production, just vocals in general, and how to record. And then he introduced me to my vocal coach, Margaret Cook, and she has helped me tremendously, really just expanding my range, working on how to sing healthy.
Oh, very good.
So yeah, she's been amazing. She's also like, I see her as my friend, and we get along so well, and she's just helped me so much and so supportive of me. And then I also met a producer in Nashville. His name is Greg Beek, and he's really just helped me take my career to the next step musically, and he's just pushed me to be the best I can be, and he's awesome. So those people have definitely like impacted my life directly when it comes to music, but honestly, so many people I can sit here and name
Countless
all day.
names, right?
Yeah, absolutely, who have either just motivated me or pushed me
Or inspired you.
or helped me to grow as a musician. So
Sure.
I could name off so many people, but those people definitely are close to my heart.
That's awesome. I'm really thrilled that you have that going on, especially at a
Thank
young
you.
age. That means you
Yeah.
can escalate on in to a great blossoming music career, because you have that support group, that core group to push. So when working with Elliot, he opened up all those doors so that you could get your core group together. So tell me a little bit more about writing. You've been doing a lot of solo writing. You've been doing some co-writing.
I've been doing a little bit of both, so I think it's important to do solo writing. Obviously, I try to write like every day, always thinking of ideas. I'll wake up in the middle of the night with an idea, and so I think that's really important just for creativity and growing as an artist.
Sure.
But I also have been introduced with co-writing, and I've been writing with a guy named Chris Bergsness in Nashville, Jordan Lawhead, and my producer in Nashville as well. And we've come up with so many amazing things, and it's just crazy how someone can have an idea and maybe I would have never thought about that, and it's just awesome to be able to feed off of each other's ideas, and it just helps me grow so much to have them as an influence. So I do a little bit of both for sure.
That's awesome. So when you're writing these songs, do you pull from the past experiences as well as present? What do you go about doing?
So that's the great thing about writing is you have an endless amount of creativity, and I think you can write from past experiences, what you're going through now, or where you see yourself in the future, or what you see the world like in the future. So I write about all of it. I think it's just awesome that music allows you to do that in writing and being creative. So definitely enjoy writing about past, present, and future.
Very cool. So let me ask you this. When you're co-writing with these people, do you come up with a lyric idea? Do they send you a melody? How does it work out for you?
Yeah, so it can happen multiple ways. So sometimes I'll hear the melody in my head and I'm like, okay, how do I get this melody I'm hearing on paper, and how do I transfer this on the piano or the guitar or whatever instrument I'm playing, and I can develop a song through that. Or sometimes I hear a phrase and I'm like, oh, that would work awesome for a song, and so I'll build a song off of that. And then also my producer will send me a track sometimes, and it's really neat because sometimes when he sends me these tracks, I can almost hear the words as if it's like a puzzle or something. And,
Sure.
and it's really, really awesome when that happens. It feels like so magical because I can just hear the lyrics and it's just so easy, and it just feels like it was meant to be. So
It sounds like it. It sounds like it just flows right out of you. Also, what I'm hearing from your story here is it sounds to me like you're not pigeonholed. Like they're not telling you, yeah, but you need to do it this way, or yeah, that's a good idea, but I'd like for you to hone it into this direction.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. They're not doing that for you.
It is really neat, and it's an honor because it shows that they like my writing enough to the point where they're like, hey Faith, here's this track, would you like to write to this? So it's just such a huge compliment, and it helps me grow, it helps me be creative, and it shows that they really respect me as an artist and my creativity. So
That's wonderful.
yeah.
So has any event in your life triggered some of these songs?
So definitely love, heartbreak, whatever I'm going through in life. Definitely my boyfriend has inspired a lot of my songs. I love him to death. So I do believe that multiple events in my life have helped me write multiple different songs, and it's just another way to pour your heart out, I guess.
And when pouring your heart out, have you written a song that changed your world?
So I will say that the first song I ever recorded, I was very proud of, Who Holds Your Heart. First song I ever put out on Spotify and Apple and all of those platforms. So that was a huge deal for me and really exciting for someone, especially being so young, who is introduced to this whole new world in the music industry. But I will say what really has just turned my life around is probably this past EP that I released called One Love Song at a Time. I wrote this with Chris Bergsness, Greg Beek, and Jordan Lawhead in Nashville. And then I went to Nashville and recorded it with Greg, my producer there. And it was just such an amazing experience. And more of the process just led me to meet all of these amazing people who genuinely wanted to help me and be there for me. And so just the experience of recording within itself, I felt like changed my whole perspective and my whole life in the music industry as it is. And after releasing that also, I was able to get news interviews and get more press, and so it definitely has taken my career to the next step, and all I can do is keep going up and keep growing and as an artist. And yeah, so that one definitely impacted my life tremendously.
That's wonderful. So we talked about it off camera. You said something about you have 4 new songs you're about to record. Is that right?
Yeah. So
This is your next EP, right?
Yeah, so I'm working on some new songs. Eventually, I'd like to get to the point where I can release a full album. So I'm thinking I'm going to do some singles and then eventually an EP, and then I'd love to one day put together a full album. So I've been working really hard on them, and I'm telling you, they sound pretty good. So I'm excited.
They just get better with more
Yeah.
time and more exposure and more co-writing, more everything. Like,
Absolutely.
you're working as a team.
It's
It's a unit.
growing. It's
Yeah.
all team effort, and I'm just so grateful to have the opportunity to work with these people, and they've just helped me so much.
That's wonderful.
It's awesome.
So today, what are we going to play today? Is it one of these 4 songs that you're talking about?
So it is. This is actually a song I'm very proud of. It's called Falling. This is a song that I wrote all by myself, all the way down to the guitar riffs and everything. So I'm really excited to share it with you guys. Hopefully I will be recording it soon. So fingers crossed.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So we will be playing on that. We'll join you. I'll play on it, and Karen Egan will be playing viola with you.
Yes, I'm
gonna
so
be so much
excited.
fun.
Yeah, we might have to get y'all in the recording studio if it sounds good.
I'm not going to say no. Okay.
Awesome.
Well, it's great to have you,
Thank
Faith.
you so
did
much.
fantastic.
I really, really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Faith Schueler, everybody.
Sunsets falling like a Paris sky. Sparks are flying like the 4th of July. If I could capture this moment in all of its light, I wouldn't let it go in the blink of an eye. I'm falling into your arms and into your heart. I'm praying that you won't let go. 'Cause where you are, that's home. It's hard to put in words, but this is how it feels to fall in love with you. To fall in love with you. You've got my head way up in the clouds. I never want my feet to touch the ground. Wish I could stay here in your arms forever. 'Cause nothing else matters when we're together. I'm falling into your arms and into your heart.
Killed it.
Killed
Yeah, I
it.
thought that was good.
Yeah, that was good. Do you want to do one more for safe keeps, or are we good?
If you want to do one more, it's up to you. It's your call.
I felt good about it.